This is Frontier Opening Bell. It's the 21st of March. Hello, everyone. It's the global money week in which markets around the world, central banks, securities exchanges, securities trading platforms, markets, participants and professional firms begin to promote the financial inclusion and awareness, in particular among young ones around the world. So it's that global money week, and it started on Monday, going all the way to the weekend, Friday. So we're going to have a bit of that today in Nigeria with the SEC, with the central bank, and with the Nigerian Exchange and FMDQ, everyone trying to do something there to increase awareness of financial investments, market investments, and everything else in between, in particular for frontier markets such as ours. So it's all across Africa as well. So keep an eye on that. But we saw a bit of a recovery, as you're looking at the screen, from some of the markets we cover on a daily basis. The South African market came back 2.40% after the Moody's report came in on Friday that sub-Saharan African banks under its coverage have robust liquidity. They've got adequate capital as well as deposits, and that the fallout of the SVB, the Silicon Valley Bank, as well as Credit Suisse, will have little or no impact on these markets. The South African Central Bank governor also spoke over the weekend, saying that the South African banks and the financial system are safe from the collapse of at least 3 banks as we speak in the United States. So keep that in mind. That's helping the market to come back. Investors also rattled by the whole Credit Suisse takeover, $3.5 billion by UBS. Rattled investors, globally speaking, so they're looking for safe havens and where to put some of their monies in emerging and frontier markets. Part of that, of course, went to South Africa. The JSE also indexed back around 74,000 on Monday. The Egyptian market also crawl back to positive reading, a very strong Monday, 1.64%. And the Nairobi stock market, after a massive sell down led by Safaricom and a few others, made a very positive reading to start the new week. 3.5%, the NSE index, that's all share, strongly at 107.03. It was trailing around the triple digits when we went for the weekend on Friday. So that's your Monday market. The Nigerian markets remain a little bit skittish, however, a bit of a sell down on a few of the names listed on the NGX, but the banking index was positive on Monday. Some of the banks made some decent gains. The BRVM fell by less than 0.1%. Let's get into the big stories coming out from East Africa. Let's get in there to see what's making headlines this morning. Moody's says Kenyan top banks are safe amid the global woes. That's part of the sentiments, part of the comments that drove sentiments into Kenyan banks. Again, those banks are reporting strong earnings for full year 2023, and the SACCOs themselves are also reporting their earnings for last year. The Central Bank of Kenya has okayed 62.5% purchase of First Community Bank in Kenya by Somalia's Premier Bank. That is a done deal from the Sahel the way down to East Africa's largest market. And Airtel is launching its first eSIM card services in Tanzania. Airtel is one of Africa's biggest telco. And Uganda is turning to North Africa for milk market, while the DR Congo says it signed $1.3 billion deal with the US A&M Development Group to revive the bankrupt airline of the DR Congo. The A&M Development Group will be bringing about 10 aircrafts into the deal, and that will help the bankrupt DRC airline to get back into the skies. Bon voyage, guys. Folks, let's get on to West Africa. Nigeria's Central Bank will today announce the decision of its 2-day monetary policy meeting, the first in the new year. Expectations are the central bank will raise interest rate despite a skittish 21.91% inflation for the month of February. But the central bank under Godwin Emefiele will be keeping an eye on what the FOMC will likely do tomorrow. The U.S. Federal Reserve Bank by Jerome Powell when he begins about 7:30 Nigerian time on Tuesday. Today is a decision there about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The central bank is expected to provide further clarity on the state of the economy and some updates as far as the new monetary, new Naira notes policy is concerned. That also is in play today. Keep an eye for details on that on Frontier Africa Reports and on our shows. I spoke about the week-long Global Money Week earlier, and Unilever Nigeria, one of the iconic household consumer products companies, says it's exiting home care and skin cleansing markets business and leaving that to others and concentrate on a few things that the company has been doing traditionally in its portfolio. The market is anticipating Ghana to retain this monetary policy committee of the Bank of Ghana to retain interest rate at 28%, while Ghana is looking at treasury bills rates to dip further to about 18%. The government of President Nana Akufo-Addo is expected to get about 3.8 billion cedis from that particular auction. Great. I'm looking at the Southern African markets now with the SARB seeing raising repo rates at its meeting on March the 30th. The South Africa may also grow 0.4% as the GDP this year on the back of a survey that was conducted and reported online. Next year, 2024, GDP is expected to grow at about 1.4%. And KPMG has been appointed the new auditors to Sasol. Sasol is that big energy company in South Africa listed on the GSE. And ExxonMobil, still in the energy space, as we're resuming Mozambique's LNG project with a bigger output. Yesterday, we also saw the Africa Energy Chamber launching or formally unveiling a new report on state of South Africa's energy industry, focused on the current challenges and what the outlook looks like for the South Africa's energy market with a new electricity minister in place and the whole activities going around Eskom, the troubled utility giant. That report is available online, and you can go to www.African Energy Chamber and see what the get details of that, or grab a copy is available for you. And of course, we have Zimbabwe Financial Holdings raising 50.58% stake in a fellow GSE-listed Masholand Holdings, while the first city bank in Zimbabwe is delisting from the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange and heading to the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange. That has been approved by the board of directors of the company, and that is taking place momentarily. And that's about it for today on Your Frontier Opening Bell. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. Enjoy the Global Money Week. Whatever we're learning, you're learning. Let's continue to share. In North Africa, just to sum it up for you, Egypt's parliament has okayed about 65 billion Egyptian pounds extra budget for the 2022-2023 period, while the Egyptian Central Bank says the net domestic assets of all the banks in Egypt is about 910.5 billion Egyptian pounds in the 6 months to the end of last year, while Morocco is beating the United States to become the fourth largest blueberry exporter globally. And Africa's venture capitals, private equity firms, they're coming together with other big names for their annual conference. It's going to be in Cairo, Egypt, from the 1st of April to the 5th. Quite a whole lot's happening in the month of April, all the way to the month of May. We'll keep every one of you updated. And as we cover those stories and events, we'll get you all the details and the essentials here on the show. I am Bosi Namafai. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.